Was that easy, the game?
Yeah.
Oh, look, no, I mean, they're like any other victory lane side. We have to come up against it. It was always going to be tough, but I thought we played better today.
Yep. Anything on Duncan and Dow?
Duncan copped a little bit of bruising in the hip from the Denmark game, so he was under a test today. Trained lightly Tuesday night, but couldn't get through the session Thursday, so that was purely just to rest him up for next week.
How's Hedge?
Hedge, yeah, fine. Yeah, we thought he was concussed, but he came off. He copped a knock in the mouth, so he's been assessed by the team there, and all good.
Called offside a bit in the first half after you got into good position.
Yeah, look, our instruction was really to play as high up ground as possible in the first half, really put their players under pressure, and that's just one of those things. You've got to get players in offside positions, and they try to play a little bit higher their backfield too.
Did you think the first half, you probably had the majority of the play? It was just in that final third, that final touch?
Yeah. Look, our shot count was good today. I think we entered 23 times in the attacking third, so room for improvement there, definitely with the shooting. We talked about that at half time, about just hitting the ball central to the keeper. We could have probably had 3 more goals easy if we just placed the ball properly. It's a work in progress that all teams go through.
Yeah, and with Devonport getting beaten by South today, you move ahead of them in the. And then I think, depending on the result with Rangers and City, looking to get that 4th position.
Oh, that's still the aim. Whether we get there or not, whether we can be close enough to get there. I think today's game will give us a lot of confidence going into the City game next week as well. I think we played the ball well, kept it for long periods of time. We work on those problem areas there.
City game next week, 6-point game for you, basically?
Yeah, I think the round down at the Den in round 2, we had their measure. Probably lack of ability of scoring in the second game cost us, or the first game cost us that, so we're confident going up there that we can get the job done. But like today, you don't come to a contest expecting to win. You've still got to win 9 minutes.
Not the result you wanted there, Mark?
No, not the result I wanted, but for the lads we had in there, for the lads we lost, they competed quite well. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and so there was a number unavailable this week. How do you think the guys that stepped up went today?
I thought they done well. I really did. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 players that are under 20 players. Good on them, mate. They've come up with a bigger frame opposition, a quicker intensity of pace, and good on them for competing that way and putting themselves on. They're feeling it now because some of them are really sore. And they're so overwhelmed to have had the experience of being out in the park in this competition. And I know Hugh Graham just said to me, he goes, "Oh, thanks, coach," he said, for giving me the opportunity to debut in my first victory league game. And that's rewarding, Oliver. It's really nice to see those young lads still enjoying the game, even though it's on the back end of the score that we don't want.
Mark, we had 3 suspended on the yellow cards, 2 illness. So you were up against it from the start.
Absolutely, we've got we've got 5 that have gone away this morning to the Real Madrid game. 2 that pulled out this morning through illness. 1 was sitting in the cafe in there as white as a ghost. So then we had to withdraw players from an under-20s match that was played at POW today. And it's unfortunate that we had, obviously with the rules and regulations, when it comes to getting yellow cards, you can't take them out of your 20. They've got to stay into your 20 through suspension, so obviously that minimised the group of players we could use, especially with some of them going over to the mainland for that football match, so we were unfortunate to have a small amount on the bench, but for credit to the lads, they stuck out 90 minutes of game time. Who are my better players? Well, I'm pretty sure some of my touches were absolutely unbelievable.
I thought you had the wedding go to.
Aaron Wilson stands up for me every week, and for a lad who's just turned 17 and taking a captain role, mate, that's fantastic. Jade Clay again is fantastic. Vinny Camano again. But I've just given compliments to the young lad who's played his first game, Brady Penniston, mate. you've seen him out there. He's right that last instance there, and coming out of an under 20 age bracket, he's electrifying, and with some players around him to understand the job role, and also to be coached and spend more time in his movements off the ball, and he can go a long way because he's very young. You're looking at 3 16-year-old players in the squad, 5 17-year-olds, 4 18-year-olds. I think Woody, who's just turned 19, who played a good game today, and Noah played a good game. But then you've got Jay Clay, 20, 26, 19, bundle of 18-year-olds, bundle of heaps of 17-year-olds, and you go into 3 16-year-olds and you think, you've done a really good job. I'm proud of it very much.
So you're looking at, if you receive the licence, building on that with those players that you're talking about trying to pick up, are you able to talk about any of who these players may or may
I'm
not
not
be?
going to drop names because all of a sudden I get stitched up, but there are players I've spoken to who are quite keen to come next year if we get a licence, and that's exciting for me. But it's unfortunate that the time now has been dropped back because it affects our sponsorship signing when you all of a sudden get budgeting from businesses. They want to start spending and knowing there's a surety, so it does affect the concreting times for our sponsorship for next year. Also, these import players from international that we want to bring over now have got to be delayed another month. It all takes effect. But I tell you, having those group of lads there, it hasn't been a wasteful year. I know point-wise and competitive-wise in the park, it has got better as the years got on. As the season's got on, it has got better as competitive-wise. And as far as a grounding for the club, for its depth, I must say, when you start importing players in from next year, when we get our licence, the club's looking very strong to be able to compete on a week-in, week-out basis. And there is some clubs out there who have been given a licence straight away that haven't got the depth there that we have got, that are able to fulfil positions when someone gets injured or is away. It looks bright for the club, it really does. All we need now is that licence for next year, and I think you'll be heavily surprised on the performances from those next year.
Can I throw in a quick question at the end of it?
You can, Bob.
Any truth to the rumour that the lads that have gone over to the game are going to bring back this channel?
Yeah, big truth.